So you're thinking about moving to Vienna, Virginia, but you'd kind of like to know a little bit more about what the area has to offer before you decide to make that big move? Well, in today's video, that's exactly what we're going to be covering. We're actually gonna jump into my computer so that I can take you around on Google Maps, show you where Vienna is in terms of proximity to Washington, D.C., Arlington, Tyson's Corner, and the local airports. If you're interested in what Vienna has to offer for shopping, dining, and recreational activities, we're also going to cover that as well. So be sure to stick around because we're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time at the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, and playing in Northern Virginia, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell for notifications so that you'll never miss a video. My name is Amanda, and the team and I get calls every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Northern Virginia, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, shoot us a message on social, whatever works for you. We've got your back when you're making that move to Northern Virginia. Okay, so here we are in Google Maps with Vienna pulled up, and I'm just going to outline it so that you can see it a little bit better, and then we will get started with giving you an idea of how close Vienna is to both the local airports. It's very centrally located. And we'll also check in on DC, Tyson's Corner, Arlington, and then we'll dive into the town of Vienna to give you an idea of what the area has to offer. So there we are with Vienna outlined, and let's jump over here. First up, we will do traveling from Vienna to Dulles Airport, and you'll find in just a second that Vienna really is an easy commute to both Dulles and to Reagan. You can see here it's only about 17 minutes to Dulles Airport. And I'm also going to do Reagan because depending on what type of travel you're doing, whether it's national or international, that might change whether or not you are flying in and out of Dulles or Reagan. Reagan is a little bit further time-wise. 26 minutes, but not a big difference in terms of the time that it takes to get to the airport. Let's also check in on DC, since so many people in Northern Virginia commute into the city for work, and you're looking at about 30 minutes. Now, keep in mind that when I'm recording this, it's not a peak commute time. So your commute, if you're commuting during peak rush hour, will definitely be a little bit longer than 30 minutes, but it certainly is not too far to get into the city. And if you don't want to drive into DC, Vienna Metro is a great option. They've got a station right in Vienna. And to give you an idea of where it is, if you're coming from the town of Vienna, like we're showing right here near the Whole Foods, then to get to Metro, you're only looking at about 2.5 miles. There's ample housing in Vienna right around the Metro station, so you certainly could locate a property that's in walking distance to the station itself if that's something that's important to you. But really, if you land in Vienna, anywhere that you land, you are definitely not going to be far from the Metro station should you not want to take a car in to work. Let's also check out Arlington because that's a big employment hub in Northern Virginia as well. And you're looking at about 21 minutes. If there's not much traffic, you can see there is some construction. In Northern Virginia, there's pretty much always some type of construction going on. But even if this were during peak rush hour on an average day, you're probably still only looking at about probably 40 to 45 minutes to commute into Arlington. And then the closest employment hub area to Vienna is Tyson's Corner, and it is just a stone's throw from Vienna. Lots of people who live in Vienna work in Tyson's because it is such a quick commute. And as you can see here, only about 8 minutes and just shy of 3 miles. So definitely a great option if you are going to be working in Tyson's. Vienna would be a great area to consider and would certainly cut down on your commute time because it's so close. All All right, let's now jump out of here as far as commute times go, and let's get into some of what Vienna has to offer. I am going to start off with Wolf Trap Performing Center of the Arts. Wolf Trap is an extremely popular event center in the area, and they have wonderful outdoor concerts. They do go on rain or shine as long as there's no lightning. So if you're buying tickets to a show, be prepared that you might face some weather, particularly in the summertime in Northern Virginia. We do have some storms pop up, but a great place to go take in a show. And if you live in Vienna, you're only about 10 minutes away, so not far at all. And the other area that I want to check in on to highlight is Meadowlark Botanical Gardens. And I love visiting the gardens during the holidays. They have the Walk of Lights, and it really is magical. They have so many lights up, and it's beautiful. But it's also a great place to go stroll around, take a walk, and enjoy nature just throughout the year in general. Just beautiful gardens to walk through and enjoy. So very close, 3.5 miles from Vienna, depending on where you live. Let's also take a look at one of the most popular music venues, not just in Vienna, but actually in general in the Northern Virginia area. It is a very intimate place called Jammin' Java, and it is one area that stays open a little bit later. We mentioned in our pros and cons that there's not a whole lot of nightlife going on in Vienna, which there's not. Not that Jammin' Java is open until 2 in the morning, but they are open a little bit later if you want to take in some music and enjoy the venue. Very popular, and depending on where you are in Vienna, you may even be able to walk to Jammin' Java. If not, you're talking about a very quick drive, no more than 10 minutes. So let's check out, since we are looking at the town of Vienna right now, let's check out some of the shops and dining that they have to offer. Crumble Cookies, let me grab my Crumble Cookies. Certainly is not exclusive to Vienna. They are expanding a lot here in Northern Virginia, but it is sort of a sought after business in Northern Virginia in general, and I'm sure in other areas as well, because I know they're growing. The cookies are huge, and they are absolutely delicious. They change their flavors every week, so it's a fun place to stop in. I've stopped at the Vienna location multiple times, and it's always bustling, lots of kiddos waiting for their cookies, so fun place to stop in. We also have Lily's Chocolate and Coffee. Lily's is a great place if you want to grab some coffee and then walk around downtown Vienna, or certainly you can hang out there as well. You've got your Whole Foods Market. This is a very popular Whole Foods, always busy as well. It's really on the main drag through Vienna, which is 123 and Maple Street. We have Bear Branch Tavern. You've got Aaliyah Salon and Spa, Smile Design Dental Lab, all close to Vienna Elementary School. And then we're gonna come down here a little bit more because there are so many other shops to take in and enjoy in Vienna. You have Greenheart Bar and Juice Cafe. They actually opened probably about 1.5 years ago, and they are really gaining in popularity. You've got a thrift shop here. You have a vape store, church, sushi, another coffee roaster, the sandwich shop. That is a very popular local spot in Vienna. Definitely recommend stopping in there to grab a bite. Their sandwiches are impressive, and they have a lot of value. Their prices are very reasonable. You've got Maple Avenue, Modern European Restaurant. You have Flocka Grill. That's a great place to go if you are looking for some Mediterranean style food. They do get very busy though, so plan ahead if you're going during peak time. Taco Bamba, I don't know anybody that doesn't like Taco Bamba. They're expanding in this area as well. And then if you come further down, you've got Jiffy Lube and Chinese restaurant. I've never been to Lotus Garden, but I've heard good things about it. Bottom line, downtown Vienna is a happening place. There is always something going on. And I'm going to come back here to talk a little bit more about the Freeman Store and Museum. This is a 2-level store, and on the main level, it is a general store. And then on the upper level, it is still a museum. And it used to be called Lydecker Store, formerly back in the 1800s, and it's all been restored. So there's a lot of history there. It's worth checking out. It is along Church Street right here. And Church Street is, I don't want to say a hidden secret, but it's a little bit more off the beaten path, but there are still great shops along Church Street. So if you're looking to have a quieter stroll than what you'll find on Maple, then just go down a block and cut over to Church. And it's definitely a more laid back vibe, but still has the shops and things that you may want to pop into while you're out for your walk. I also wanted to point out something that is unique to the Vienna area, and it is about 20 minutes from downtown Vienna, but it's a fun place to take the kids, or if you enjoy animals, it's also a fun place to visit for the adults too. It's called Roer Zoofari. It's also known as Nova Wild. It is a small drive-through safari, and they do have some walking options as well, depending on what type of animals that you would like to see. It's 30 acres. It's just a family zoo. It's small, but it's a great place, and it's definitely unique to the area. It's not something that, you'll find in all of the Northern Virginia cities. So I wanted to point that out as well for Vienna. Last thing that I want to point out, if you are a fan of breweries, Caboose Brewing Company and Tavern in Vienna is worth checking out. It is very popular in the area, just a few minutes outside of downtown Vienna, and very popular location, great food, and of course, great beer as well, if that's something that interests you. Niche.com has ranked Vienna, Virginia, the number 6 best place to live in Fairfax County. And there's a reason that it's so sought after. It's a fantastic location, has great schools, and there is really something for everyone in Vienna. If you're looking for that small town feel while still being close to employment hubs and major commuter routes, Vienna should definitely be on your list. It's home to 16,532 people, has a median household income of $168,269, and the median home value in Vienna is $1,047,629. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, shoot us a message on social, whatever works for you. We've got your back when you're making that move to Northern Virginia. And until next time, we hope to show you around town.